Now I want to talk to you about the confidence gap. So we're going to talk about three areas. We have competence in school, competence in work, and confidence in our skills. So in K, this is largely grade schools. Girls are outperforming boys by a large margin. And it's not just in the US, it's international. The PISA scores are 2 points higher for girls than boys. Girls are spending an hour more in homework than boys. And we're telling them that's okay. And I spoke to another women's conference. This was on hospitality. And it was all executive leaders. And this leader came up to me and she said, "Oh, I'm doing that. My son will come home with an 85, and I say, oh, he's probably tired from wrestling practice. And my daughter comes home with a 90, and I say, why didn't you do better?" And I think it's because a lot of us knew how much harder we had to work to get to where we are. But what we're doing is we're codifying a confidence gap and requiring more competence. So look what happens when we go to work. Women are promoted for accomplishments. Men are promoted for potential. A famous HP study found that women will go for a job if they have at least 100% of the skills on the job. Men will go if they have 50%, sometimes 60%. And then Dunning, the same individual who did the Dunning-Kruger curve, said he wanted to really understand what this meant. So he took a bunch of executives, and this was 20 years ago, and he said, I'm going to give some executives a scientific reasoning test. And he made sure nobody was an expert on it, so nobody had an advantage. He had a group of men and a group of women. Before the test, they asked them, how confident are you? How good do you think you are at scientific reasoning? The men rated themselves like a 7.5. The women's rated themselves about a 5.5. They took the test, and then before they saw the remarks, he said, do you want to your test results, do you want to enter them in a competition? Men said, sure. Women said, maybe. And the results were almost identical. So what are we doing? We're codifying competence and a lack of confidence. So we're making men confident when they're incompetent, and we're making women not feel confident about their competence.